Pakistan is going on in its regards to olive oil production, and olive oil is now turning into the country's most promising and lucrative stories, I might add. Just last year it was processed around that olive oil was turned into 900,000 kgs of olive oil was turned into more than 100 kgs of oil. 100,000 kgs of oil. The focus is not just on production but on quality, certification and global competition. Modern techniques such as good agriculture practices, smart irrigation and soil management is being used, and it is the OliveCulture project in collaboration with Italian experts which is making sure that Pakistan steps into the limelight, and it is from the farm to the market connection and collaboration that needs to be established. To speak more about this, we actually have in studios the expert with us, who happens to be Dr. Francesco De Musso, the international agriculture true expert. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your invitation. I really appreciate to be here and just discuss a little bit about the situation that I'm seeing and I'm enjoying in Pakistan from 2022.
Wonderful.
You know, it's amazing to see how fast all the olive sector is growing here in Pakistan from the first time I saw the first olive here in Pakistan.
Oh, it's wonderful, and which is why we have you over here, because the last time when we had this conversation was somewhat around in 24, 25, and now we would want to kind of learn from you how much have we progressed, what about the value addition chain that we were trying to build up on, and how do you think or how promising this industry will be for Pakistan?
Okay, it's a very big thing in my opinion. As you know, we have started in 2022, and of course when we came the first time, we had to focus first on the fields, on the farmer, on the base of this value chain. But one time we saw that this farmer can grow very fast and the production come to be huge, and the quality that we started to check was good enough to improve all the value chain. We started to work on the nursery part of the value chain. We just at the end of previous year in 2025, from the government we had the approval of all the guidelines for the registration and the certification of the nursery aligned with international standard. We are looking to the export and to this agreement with all the international standard. And we have seen a very improvement of the quality of the plant. Because of course we know that before we came to work on this, a lot of plants were already established here in Pakistan. We are talking about almost 2.5 million plants already established. So we started to work on that plant, but now a lot of people is interested in this. So we are focusing on the very good quality of the plant. We have 23 registered varieties.
All right.
We are working on the health status of the GPU mother block, on the multiplication block of the private nursery. So we want to take care of all the value chain. And last year we have established the first sensorial lab in Islamabad at NRC, and this is the first in all the Pakistan. Because this is a very romantic and interesting thing about the olive oil. It's the only product in the world that to be certified for the International Olive Council still need the human being resources. You need the chemical analysis and the sensorial. People have to taste. And this is, for me, is still romantic and amazing in a world that is focused on the technologies. It's amazing that olive oil still need this very strongly relation with the human being.
It does, it does.
This is very nice and amazing. And we've established, for this reason, the first sensorial lab in Islamabad. Now we are going to train all the official panelists that then can
There's no compromise on quality at all, and it's wonderful. And you know, imagine, Dr. Francesco, that as we grow, you know, and we get our blood work done, but you know, there's most of the time there's cholesterol over here in Pakistani audiences. And you know, the one thing that the doctor would recommend is to switch to olive oil.
Yeah.
And because it's too expensive and the way that we cook our curries, it's really not very affordable for a lot of households. How do you think that this scale-up initiative is actually going to have its impact on the market?
Of course, I mean, in my opinion, I'm not an economist, but each new market, when it starts, have this kind of unbalanced price and everything. And still, from 2024, finally, we are starting to reduce the import of olive oil in Pakistan. And this is amazing, means that the production is growing very fast. The index is very fast. And these things, I think, will be settled by itself. One time the production will become more, one time the quality will be checked. I think that the price will be balanced a little bit, and it will go to the bigger market, to the biggest market. And of course, as you know, olive oil have different qualities, official different qualities. Extra virgin, virgin, lampante, there are different international categories. And one time all this value chain, we have established all the labs for the analysis, the quality, the phytosanitary lab, everything is there. Now, one time everything will be settled, and finally the quality of the olive oil will be checked. Of course, you will have the premium quality, extra virgin, but then you will have the virgin. Even in Italy, the most consumed olive oil is the virgin. The little bit lower quality. That is very functional for the farmer because you increase the quantity. You save a very good quality with a little bit lower price.
All right.
So I think that this is something that will be settled by itself.
It is, and that is such useful information that you've shared. On that note, speaking about quality, right? Can you please let us know how to evaluate olive oil by ourselves, right? Is it any color that we should look out for, any taste and undertones we should look out for?
Okay, it's very interesting, but you know, some simple analysis can be done directly into the mill, but we have also the professional labs, for the quality. But if you're at home and you just buy a bottle, of course, the color means something, but not all. Can be yellow, can be green. Of course, light yellow maybe is the worst one. Yellow or green depends from the maturity of the olives when you harvest. And you can increase or decrease some kind of parameters in terms of chemical ones. When you taste, and this is very strange because it's something that maybe still in Pakistan is not that kind of, it's not that much appreciate, but we like a lot, is the pungency. Bitter and pungency. When you feel here something, it means that the olives were harvested in the right moment. The quantity of polyphenol that are the best parameter that means a lot for your health are very high. But it needs to be understood by the people also, because it's a different taste. If you think to the other edible oil, they're very sweet. But even in Italy, let me be honest, in Italy this kind of consciousness, awareness started not that much time ago. We are talking about 30, 40 years ago that people started to understand what is the real quality of the olive oil. Because without technology, we used to harvest from the ground. So there were a very sweet olive oils. Now we understood the quality and we are increasing very fast. We focus only on the quality in Italy.
Which is why we see the scale-up initiative over here as well, and it's wonderful. One last thing, and that is that how are you making sure that all of those farmers who are working in the olive fields are very well equipped and very well aware of the practices that are internationally recognized?
Okay, first till last year, I almost went everywhere in Pakistan. I started from Islamabad by car, till Quetta, till Musahel, Job, Lorelai, Husdar, Lower Dir, Swat, Koat, Kalar Kahar. I went in most of the farmers, in the farms that are available in Pakistan. Checked by myself, doing the training everywhere. So about the farming, I can really assure that they are doing the right job. As we have seen also in the nursery now, we are checking the nursery, the mill, we are improving also the skills, the capacity of the manager of the mill, because this is a very sensitive stage of the value chain, the milling. So we are focusing also on that. And as project, we have established a big net of local staff trained by us as a master trainer. On our website, OliveCulture, you can find the list of all the master trainers that are available in Pakistan, trained by us, that can facilitate the farmer.
Exactly, and well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Francesco, for being with us. Lovely to be in conversation
so
with you. And for people who are out there, ladies and gentlemen, we've given away the vital information. If you still want to learn, it's out there, given by the masters trainers. Pakistan is doing wonderfully well at this front as well. But with that, we're actually going to say or bid you farewell as well. So until next time, look after yourselves. It's a good morning. We are
Well This Morning.
Thank you so much.